Welcome to all. Today's topic is Coulomb's law in electrostatics. Law in this statement is, it states that the force of attraction or repulsion, between two charged bodies is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Clear? Now, let us consider 2-point charges. Let us consider two point charges are situated in certain distance in same medium. That means Q1 and Q2, two charges. Distance between them is r. F is force exist. So that means where Q1 and Q2, 2-point charges. R. Distance between them. F. The force exists. Means the force exists means it may be attractive or repulsive. If these two charges are similar in nature, then force is repulsive force. If these two charges is different, then it is attractive. We know that like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. So F is the force exists. It may be similar or different. According to the law, F proportional to Q1, Q2. That means the force is directly proportional to the product of their charges. And the F inversely to the square of the distance. That means the force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, means two charges. Now, combining these two factors, we get F proportional to Q1, Q2 by R square, or F is equal to beta Q1, Q2 by R square. Where beta a constant of proportionality. Constant of proportionality. This is the Coulomb's law. Now, value of beta. Value of beta in CGS system, beta is equal to 1 by k. So it is ESU, electrostatic unit. Beta is equal to 1 by k, where K is equal to dielectric constant. That is dielectric constant K. Beta is equal to 1 by K. So what is your force? F is equal to 1 by K Q1 Q2 by R square. This is for any medium. For any medium. In free space. In free space, this K is equal to 1. Below K is 1. So, what is your F? Q1 Q2 by R square for free space. For free space. So that is the CGS system. F is equal to Q1 Q2 by R square for free space, and F is equal to 1 by K Q1 Q2 by R square for any medium. In SI unit. Now in SI unit. In SI unit, beta is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. What is epsilon? Epsilon is the permittivity of the medium. That is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r, where epsilon is equal to permittivity of the medium. Epsilon 0 is equal to, that means epsilon naught, that is known as epsilon naught, that is equal to permittivity in free space or absolute permittivity in free space, that is epsilon naught. What is epsilon r? Relative permittivity of the medium. So, now what is relative permittivity of the medium? Epsilon is equal to epsilon 0 epsilon r. That means epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon 0. So, relative permittivity of the medium is the ratio between permittivity of the medium to the permittivity in free space. Clear? So that is relative permittivity of the medium. Then what is F? F is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square, or 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught epsilon r Q1 Q2 by R square for any medium. In free space, epsilon r, that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. Relative permittivity is equal to 1 in free space. So F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square for free space. Okay? For any medium, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon or epsilon naught epsilon r Q1 Q2 by R square, and in free space as epsilon r is equal to 1, So F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square for resistance. So may be used for Coulomb's law. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Now value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Value of 1 by epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equal to nearly equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square Coulomb inverse square. Now value of epsilon 0, epsilon naught or epsilon 0 is equal to, that is equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12. 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12. For the unit, that is equal to Coulomb square Newton inverse meter inverse square. What is the unit? We know that F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So now for this formula we can find out, we can determine the unit of epsilon naught. This implies epsilon naught is equal to 1 by 4 pi Q1 Q2 by FR square. In SI unit, epsilon naught is equal to Q1 Q2. Q1 is charge, Coulomb. So Coulomb into Coulomb, Coulomb square, force, Newton, R, distance, meter square. That is equal to Coulomb square, Newton inverse, meter inverse square. This is the unit of epsilon naught. So what is the unit of 1 by epsilon, 4 by epsilon naught? So F is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. So this implies 1 by 4 by epsilon naught is equal to FR square by Q1 Q2. FR square by Q1 Q2. So that is in SI unit, one by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to F, force. What is the unit of force in SI? That is Newton. So Newton. R, meter square. Coulomb into Coulomb, Coulomb square. That is equal to Newton meter square, Coulomb inverse square. It's the unit. What is the dimensional formula of epsilon naught? So epsilon naught is equal to 1 by 4 pi Q1 Q2 by F R square. What is the dimensional formula of the charge? What is the charge? Charge. We know that current I is equal to Q by T. So this implies Q is equal to IT. I the current. What is the dimensional formula of the current? That is equal to A. Why? The unit of current is ampere. First letter is A. So dimensional formula of current is A times T. This is the dimensional formula of the charge. AT. So Q1, Q2. So A1 T1 square by force F. F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. So that is equal to m, acceleration L1 T minus 2. Distance, that is L square. So now what is the dimension formula of the epsilon naught? That is equal to m1 m minus 1 m minus 1 L minus 3 T 4 A 2. It is the dimensional formula of epsilon naught. That means permittivity A free space. So now, what is the unit of charge? You know coulombs per the net in SI is coulomb. CGS, that is ESU, EMU. So what is the unit of charge? In SI unit, charge is equal to coulomb. In CGS are two types, ESU, EMU. ESU means electrostatic unit. So ESU of charge, that is equal to Q is equal to start coulomb. EMU, electrostatic unit of charge, Q is equal to absolute coulomb. So your charge is coulomb, start coulomb and absolute coulomb. That's all. Next class, we teach you the Coulomb's law in settings vector form. Thank you.